Today I want to show you how the Amish would clean their houses. This is how I had to clean when I was Amish. So I just used some concentrated soap to clean the bathroom. First we would swift or sweep the floors. We would usually wash every door in the house in the spring and fall cleaning. After that, we would clean the inside of the toilet, and also we would clean the shower, but not every week. Like we do that every other week or maybe even once a month. It depends how dirty it is. And then we would clean the sink and the countertop. And then in the fall and spring cleaning, which is 2 times a year that we would do that, a very deep cleaning, and we would also do the cabinets inside and outside. And of course, we'd also clean the mirrors when we clean the bathroom weekly. The Amish always have a ton of laundry, and we would usually do that a couple times a week. And we'd use a wringer washer and a spinner and hang it outside. And then we would clean off the outside of the toilet. That always gets really dirty. And we would do that sometimes more than once a week. Usually it would be twice a week, depending if it was the main bathroom or not. A lot of times Amish houses have like 2 toilets in their house. And then we would do the floor. Usually we always went on our hands and knees and cleaned the floors in the bathroom with a rag. And then in the spring and fall cleaning, we would actually clean the ceilings and the walls, the baseboards and the shower curtain and everything in the bathroom. And then for the kitchen, we would swift or sweep the floors. Sometimes we would do both. And usually we would sweep once a day, and then we would clean the floors really well at least once a week. Also, we would shake off all the rugs that are just standing around in the kitchen or the living room. And we would wash the rugs twice a year. This is what we would use for washing the dishes. The Amish wash dishes by hand. There's a lot of dishes, so we always wash dishes a couple times per day. And then to clean the sink, my mom always used Barkeeper's Friend with a rag, and it does a really good job. Like if you use that for the faucet and the sink, it makes it really shiny. We would do that like once a week usually. Once in a while, if there was a sink we didn't use as much, then we didn't worry about it and just do it every other week. We would use hot water with a rag and a concentrated cleaner to clean off stuff in the kitchen. The countertops were cleaned every day, but in the back of the countertops and the part of the wall in between the cupboards and the counter was washed off like once a week. And then we also did the oven like once a week, but the inside of the oven we just did whenever it was dirty, maybe once a month. Also the inside of the refrigerator, my mom usually did like once a month. But the outside of the refrigerator and the oven, we always cleaned almost every single week or every other week. And my mom would usually clean the hand towels in the kitchen and the dish rag like once a day, or sometimes she used it for a couple days and then washed it. Everything got a very deep cleaning in the fall time and in the springtime. The cabinets we would wash off like every other week. And then on the inside of the cabinets, we would clean that out in the fall time and in the springtime. Also, like every other week, we would clean the kitchen table and chairs as well, and anything else that was standing in the kitchen. And then the trash can we washed off as well, and of course took out the trash whenever it was needed. The trash can was usually also washed off on the inside in the fall and spring cleaning. Then we would dust all the furniture like every week as well, even if we didn't wash off anything. My mom usually just took a damp rag and dusted it off. Then for the floors, we would always mop it, and my mom used white vinegar with hot water to mop the floors. Sometimes we would wash it on our hands and knees. Usually that's in the fall and spring cleaning. And there is some other Amish families that always mop their floors on their hands and knees. But I liked to use a mop because it was faster and it wasn't as hard on your knees. Plus, it made it really clean, and the white vinegar works really well. For the windows, we would use vinegar and a little bit of dish soap. That's what my mom used, and I actually sometimes used a tiny little bit of shampoo and just swished it around in the hot water. It worked really well. So the windows, we would sometimes wash the main windows that would always get touched by the little children, usually like once a week or once every other week. Most Amish women would wash all their windows in the house at least once a month or so. And in the springtime and the fall time for the deep cleaning, they would wash their windows plus all of the window frames. And that takes such a long time. Also, when someone has church, then they would do a deep cleaning in their entire house as well. So the Amish definitely do clean a lot more than most people, I would say, but they use a lot of water with rags and soap instead of more convenient things that I use nowadays. I did not like to clean when I was Amish, but now I don't mind it as much because of the conveniences. And it seems that we were constantly cleaning.